Welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. We continue today with Forward Towards Uranus X. This is map 15, Concrete Problems. This is a tough map with a lot of pretty ugly fights. I hope to be able to show you how to do it well. The game's powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 element platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. 284 kills to be had, 2 secrets to find, 3 items to pick up. First, as soon as we grab the super shotgun, and there's super shotgun ammo there as well, along with the backpack, there will be enemies released, imps, and hell knights. So our job is just to survive, I guess, initially. And as we run around, there will be infighting, which is good, but there will also be these doors on either side will open up, revealing other enemies, especially revenants. So we got to be careful for that. And I'm hoping that I can get that rocket to hit somebody else. Yes, I was successful there. And now we clear out the rest of the enemies, which are the remaining imps and hell knights. So yeah, you let the enemies be their own worst enemies, I suppose. And that's that. Pick up whatever you left behind by way of ammo and such, so go ahead and pick that up. Now we can go this way or that way. We're going to be going, as you can see, that's towards the exit. The red key and the blue key will be necessary, both of them, to open it. We're going to head first towards the blue key side because we are going to get the plasma rifle, which we're going to need when we really conquer the red side. So why don't we go ahead, step in, step out. There are some zombie men sprung when we approach the chain gun. So now we have the chain gun as well. We'll take care of these pinkies with our super shotgun. And now there's an arachnotron inside, but don't go in because on the left there are a couple of chain gunners on the balcony above. Guess we can use our chain gun here. There's also often a chain gunner across the way. I think I did notice it. Let's see if we'll be able to, well, it seems to have walked away. There was a chain gunner there, and it often sticks around. As soon as we press the switch, enemies are going to teleport in, including shotgunners and pinkies. So we better hope, anyway, that the shotgunners could at least shoot somebody else in the meantime. I guess if you have to take a shot by anyone, the zombie man is the most preferred shot. So yeah, we've pressed this, and now we're done in this area. We're not going to be going back to get the other half of the map. We are going to continue map exploration on this side. We are going to have super shotgun in hand, regular shotgun in hand, and also the chain gun. So down here, as you fall in, you can't go back up. Chain gunner and some shotgunner and some zombie men, but there's also Hell Knight around the corner. So don't race out in front of this bulkhead because you do want the Hell Knight to be taken care of before it turns the corner. I mean, ideally anyway. Let's head up, grab all this wonderful ammo and chain gun stuff. What we have here is the first of a very ugly series of fights, and this one's going to have an arachnotron on an elevated position at both ends of this smaller area. There's going to be 2 Archviles, 1 Cyber Demon, and assorted other enemies like Hell Knights and Pinkies and such. And so it is an ugly fight. There's a plasma rifle and a good chunk of plasma down there, so that will be helpful. But yeah, let's just go ahead. The key at the beginning, obviously, is survival. Why don't we go ahead and survive if we can? Okay, that's good. So far we've survived. We do want the enemies to be fighting with each other. We really do. And if we can ideally, well, avoid the other enemies, I guess. But if we can get the enemies to off each other, that would be the best thing. All right, there's still one Cyber Demon alive. Okay, well, I got rid of it as the Pinky, I think, was biting me on the rear end, so that's not too bad. So now it's just us and the Cyber Demon plus the Arachnotrons. Now, be mindful, this is a small room, and the splash is very deadly. So just make sure your aim is true and don't get too close to the sides, yeah? There we go. Thank you, Arachnotron. That was nice of you. There we go. And so that's that fight. Let's see, the other Arachnotron probably was taken out by the Cyber Demon, and you'll forgive me if I was a little distracted. So the surviving Arachnotron, although it did help take down the Cyber Demon as I was fighting it, will nonetheless have to be put down by me. So grab whatever ammo and health you need. There's still even, I left behind some plasma, so that's pretty good. Hit the switch, it'll let us allow us to get out of here. But before you go, yeah, go in here and grab this, tag the secret, and grab the Berserk Pack. I mean, that'll come in handy anyway to save some ammo, but you definitely want to tag the secret, and it does count as an item. So let's go ahead here. There will be some enemies around the corner, so don't just race out. There will ultimately be a chain gunner or two there too, behind the Hell Knight. So we've had the one chain gunner off the other, which is good. Surviving chain gunner is now gone. There will be two after these two zombie men. There are two revenants around the corner. I try to alert one at a time. And now the other. And that's how I take care of those enemies. Like I said, these are tight quarters for this kind of combat, but that's just half the fun, isn't it? So now we go in here. There are some ammo and a green armor if you need it. Now, there was a blue armor, of course, which we did pick up in that area with the Cyber Demon and the Archviles. Now, what happens here is that as we race across this causeway, I guess this bridge, there will be a bunch of pinkies appearing behind me, but in front of me will be an Arachnotron. So the goal is to try to take care of the Arachnotron before I get, cut to pieces by its laser cannon. So why don't we go ahead and fire, and fire, and fire. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. And now we're going to take out our Berserk Fist, because we have it. There's a programming line here that the pinkies don't cross. Luckily, I'm not really sure if that's lucky or not. I mean, certainly it's part of the design. It just makes it a little harder sometimes to reach them, because they're side by side in this walkway, right? So I don't want to get too close. And they tend to run away, and they're walking in pairs. So let's go ahead and punch them out if we can without taking any damage. Seems like we did. And that's how we clear out this area. We hit the switch, takes us up, and it'll be yet another kind of example that revenants are going to appear up there, and in front of us, is it Arachnotrons or Macubi? It's one or the other. I think it's Arachnotrons. Our goal is to race around them and get behind that switch where the blue key is. There is a space to hide there, and then have the enemies infight and pick off the survivors. So let's go. Hard left, hide behind. Get the revenants to fire, which they did. I prefer to have both revenants taken down, and I do like to have them infighting with both Arachnotrons if possible. There we go. So it takes an extra, few seconds for it to happen, but I have not fired on the Arachnotron, so it should be taking damage from the, from the revenants and take an objection. If you notice, both revenants were alive. Only one of them is alive now, thanks to the Arachnotron. And the revenant missed. It missed again. Good lord. Come on, revenant. No? Yeah, there we go. All right, so now they're infighting, and now I will pick off the survivor, who's likely to be this Arachnotron. And that's it. So if you need health, there's health. Hit the switch, grab the blue key, and that's just a teleport. It takes us back to the beginning. You can press the switch if you want, but now we've cleared out that area entirely, right? And we ended up going down here. Now we explore the red key side of the map, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. Take out your chain gun, because there are gunners and zombie men here. So there's a couple of zombie men there. But there are shotgunners around the corner. Those two are our real priority targets. Now let's take care of the zombie men up above, and then we'll take care of a couple of imps, maybe with the super shotgun. Now, I had mentioned, or I don't know if I did, but there was, going down this way, you'd find a rocket launcher, but the problem is you can't continue on the blue side of things. If you grab the rocket launcher, like I'll try to jump back, but it doesn't let you. So the problem is, you're going to need, when we get further in this area with some archviles in a very tight area, you're going to need the plasma rifle. The rocket launcher is not much help there. So that's why I do, to be honest, the blue side first, so I can get the plasma rifle. All right, having explained that, this area is going to have some Hell Knights and some chain gunners to take care of, plus some imps. Let's go ahead. Chain gunner. Chain gunner. And don't press that switch yet. We are not ready for that. That's just going to release some a pair of pain elementals, and we have a special play for them, which is not running around out here in the open, you probably guessed. What I'm going to do is I can take out the chain gun. We haven't used it very much, but we have it now for this reason. We're going to use that as our whole point. We'll press the switch and we race over there before the pain elementals get a real good beat on us, and then we do the tappa, let's go, and try to take the pain elementals out before they cause too much trouble and barf out too many lost souls. That's the goal. All right, next pain elemental. There you are. Come here, milady. All right. Good. And no lost souls survived the birthing, so that's pretty good. Now, we can't, unfortunately, with the chain gun, it's just the wrong angle here to reach those imps that are firing, but that's the least of our concerns in a way, because as we head down, those waterfalls will open up to reveal Spider Mastermind, who doesn't come out, but a bunch of arachnotrons that do, and Cacos will teleport into here. And we're going to have to try to take care of the arachnotrons before the Cacos get too close. And certainly we can't be in Her Majesty's vision, where the Spider Mastermind will cut us to pieces. All right, let's go. Let's fire off some rockets, because we just don't have any time to mess around. Let's hurry. Okay, that's pretty good. Now let's see if I have any time to get rid of these imps. They're super annoying. All right, and now we turn our back to the wall and take care of these Cacos. Thank goodness there is an ugly amount of rockets here, so that's pretty good. Very resilient Caco there. Can't go out too far because of the Spider Mastermind, so just be mindful of that. And from this distance, I think the chain gun is probably best for the Caco. Alright, so now we've cleared out, unless more Cacos are teleporting in, and sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. That's a bit of a glitch maybe at the end. We'll see if we can deal with that later. But now we have to turn our attention to the Spider Mastermind. Her Majesty must go. So using your rocket launcher, let's go ahead and take her down. Just try not to have the rockets blow up in your face, nor take any fire from her chain gun. That's never a good time. You know the rules. When her face lights up, she's eager to take a piece of you, so just dodge away. Oop. So far, some good hunting. If you need more rockets, there are some rockets behind, so you can race in and out. I seem to have enough right now. Shouldn't be too much longer. Oop. There we go. And that's the end of the Spider Mastermind. Doesn't look like any more Cacos have come out, so we'll see if there are any Cacos left later. There is a glitch that I've discovered in all my practice runs that 6, I think, Cacos just don't teleport in. They're stuck in one of those hold boxes off screen, so that kind of sucks. But we'll see if we can deal with that later. My guess is they probably would teleport here, but don't. It's a programming glitch. I'm not sure why it happens. Take out your chain gun, because we're facing a couple of Hell Knights, but also chain gunners. So if the chain gunner doesn't help out, oh, there we go. Okay, so the chain gunner did help out, so now we can just take care of the one Hell Knight that's followed us, because the other Hell Knight and the chain gunner are introducing themselves. Oh, are we going to get even more infighting? Usually the Hell Knight's gone by now. No? Alright, well, we don't have all day, so why don't we go ahead and take care of the resilient Hell Knight. Now, as we approach the switch, you don't have to press it. It's enough to approach it that there will be a shotgunner and a revenant behind that wall, but also behind that wall. So we're going to run and run away, take the cheap pot shot, and then we're going to super shotgun the clanky boys the best we can. There's the next revenant still in the little cage. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Oh, okay. A little infighting, thanks. And that's it. And that's how we clear them out. So let's go ahead and press the switch now that the coast is clear. Pick up whatever ammo you need, any health too. And we're going to head up the stairs now that have been revealed. But as soon as we step up here on the causeway, I don't know, the walkway, a bunch of shotgunners and revenants are going to appear. So we're going to head back to where those imps were and use that as our hold point. It's much easier, much safer. Take out your chain gun, and I'll show you. So let's have a look-see here. We have a lot of infighting going on. The shotgunners are not likely to survive. If the revenants will fire off, maybe I'll just take care of it myself. And now with the tappa-tappa, the gentle tappa-tappa of the chain gun, the melodic sound that we all love, it's now time to take care of the 2 revenants. So we've disposed of one with very little ammo. Now we're going to try to dispose of the second one with very little ammo. And as you can see, we took no damage. We used barely any ammo. And that's my strategy to clear off this area. All right, well, next, we have a tough fight coming up, including an archvile. But first, let's go ahead and clear out the stairway, which has a bunch of imps. Don't approach. The door closes behind you. You don't want that. So if we can get around everybody and fire off some rockets, we can try that. But it's a tough road. Don't go into the lit area. Okay, so that's one gone. There's also some shotgunners up there, which are supremely annoying. So we're trying to dispose of them. Ah, okay, well, they're infighting. I can live with that. Yeah, we also don't want to cross into the sunny area there. Maybe a rocket. The sunny area opens the trap pretty much for the archvile, so we don't want to do that. Now we take out our plasma. There's no great place to hide. This might be the better of the bad places to hide because the archvile comes out of there, but there will be a revenant here, so just be mindful of that. Maybe we'll take one of the health packs now. Tough fight coming out, so let's get ready. There's also chain gunners in there. Oh, I got stuck by the revenant. Whoops, alright, well I did take a blast. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I mean, I did take more damage than I would really prefer. I'm down to 34%. But I did get blocked in, unfortunately, by the revenant. There's no way I can go down here, I'll just show you. So go get more health. So I'm stuck for now with the health that we have, but that's okay, because help is on the way. We got a little bit of health here. We press this switch, and that will bring these pillars up. But there's a secret. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that secret. It's a supercharge, and that works out quite well. And we head over now to this side, and we have some revenants and a chain gunner and some imps. So let's dispose of them. And it's similar, I think, to the other side. Let's go ahead and just grab what we need here, some ammo. Let's hit the switch. Head up, and yes, this will look familiar to you. We got the same kind of story here with revenants, and if memory serves, mancubi. So let's go ahead and make a run for it. Go around everyone, take cover, maybe get the... There we go. I'm pretty sure there were 2 mancubus. That's kind of strange. Maybe I'll go over here, trigger someone maybe. No? Was there only one? Maybe I'm just... oh, there we go. Yeah, I thought there was 2. I didn't think I had forgotten that much already. So let's go ahead and enjoy the show, I suppose, because this is quite the distance, and we'll save some ammo too. So we'll see who's going to be the survivor here. It is worth it. So that's one revenant gone. And now we just have to keep our distance, or keep away, I guess, from the fireballs. I mean, we can go ahead and fire one off there. Oop. No es bueno, eh? So let's go ahead. Fire off maybe 1 or 2 rockets, and that's it. And that's how I clear out this area with the mancubi and the revenants. If you need health, there's health packs over there on the other side. And like before, here's the red key and a teleporter, and yeah, it takes us back. So if we take a bit of a count now, we're missing one item, which is, I'll tell you, it's going to be inside. It's going to be a gang of rockets, some plasma, and a megasphere, which is beautiful. We're going to be going rocket crazy now, because what's going to happen is that as soon as we approach, a whole bunch of pinkies are going to come out, an inordinate amount of pinkies, and we're going to have to dispose of them, and behind them a bunch of Hell Knights, and we're going to have to dispose of them. And so it's a good thing we've kept all of our rockets, and there's more rockets here. So let's go ahead, let's get the party started. We can just kind of step out, and I like to just kind of like rotate the sides to which I fire. I try to get as close as possible. I don't want to waste any rockets by picking up rockets before I'm low. Now I can go ahead. Just remember, they can't get too close, otherwise the rockets blow up in your face. So far, so very, very good. We can try to take a little bit of damage, take a little bit of initiative here with the Hell Knights, but if not, we back up and we retreat a little bit. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. I don't want to take the Megasphere yet. Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it? And you definitely don't want them to get too close. It's a good thing there are a crazy amount of rockets here, which is nice. Whew, and that's that. All right. So if we take a look around now, let's go ahead and grab the supercharger because we can't really come back here. Yeah, you see, we have 7 enemies left, which means 6 Cacos, again, did not teleport in. So there's a programming glitch here. I'm pretty sure it's where the Spider Mastermind was in the Arachnotrons. They just don't... I'll show you after, I guess. Assuming I survive this part, where they are, and I guess I'll have to go chase them down. Now, what we have here, that's the exit. The exit switch is actually behind that wall. That switch actually, as we go into here, pillars will rise on both sides, trapping us inside, but the switch will, if we do a correct sequence, lower the pillars. So what we have to do is we have to race up there, press the switch, retreat into that room. The Cyber Demon is going to appear on this platform. Very ugly place to be. And then we get around the Cyber Demon, hide in that room without pressing the exit switch. Then the pillars come down, and then from here, we fight the Cyber Demon. Got it? All right, well, let's go, because this is just pure ugliness. And in here we go. And in here we go. That lowers the pillars. Now we get the heck out of here. But yeah, we let the Cyber Demon know, like it's no one's business, that we're not happy to see it. And we try to avoid splash. Best we can. Let's go, Cyber Demon. Eat our plasma. Thank goodness we got a lot. There was more, of course, next to the Megasphere. All right, so that's that. So this is a crazy map with success. I got to tell you, getting to this point and then finding out, frankly, that there are, due to a programming glitch, 6 Cacos missing, and you have to use ID clip. It really stinks. It really pisses me off, I'm going to be honest. So I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Let's just display the map here, and I will show you. I think they are, if I can remember. Yeah, you see, they're just sitting in that box. Absolute ridiculous donkey town here is what I see. So I'm unfortunately going to have to go there and dispose of them just to get my 100%. Oh, I have to ID clip, I guess, to get through all this mess. Okay, there we go. So this really annoys me, and I'm sure it would annoy you. Like those fights that I just went through, supreme ugliness. I'm actually quite proud and happy that I was able to show you how to successfully do it. But yeah, these guys are just sitting here. Nothing doing. Like after you kill them, they teleport to, I suppose, to where the Arachnotron was, and with the Spider Mastermind. But like, what good is this? This is not fun. This is just to technically finish off. So now we have 294 kills, right? Which is supremely dumb in my opinion. Not at all impressed with that, but what are you going to do? It's a programming glitch. I don't have the ability to fix it, so we're just going to head back. I'm going to get rid of course, the map. There we go. And get rid of ID clip, I suppose. Yeah, so that's the unfortunate glitch, but it does allow us to do our final count. All 294 kills, both secrets, all 3 items. You know what that means? Oh, you know it. We're done. Concrete Problems. That is a tough map with ugly fights, but not too crazy that it's impossible to defeat, so it becomes a Gonzo map, which personally I don't like playing those kind of maps. This is a fun map to play, very challenging, tight fights, small areas, strategy is required. Those elevated walkway fights, I mean, if you're standing your ground, you're done for in all likelihood, but I like to go behind where the red and blue key switches are and let the enemies fight it out, and I pick off the stragglers. Stuff like that. I do hope you enjoyed those tips and tricks, because it's definitely a good strategy, in my opinion, in how to successfully navigate this map and complete it and getting your 100%. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about the 6 geckos that refuse to come out of their holding box. I mean, there's just nothing that can be done there. That's a programming problem. But maybe that'll be cleared up by the creator of the map in the next edition of this. But in any event, when they come out, it's likely where the spider mastermind is, so you'll blow them away with a few more rockets, and that's that. I do hope you did enjoy the walkthrough. This was a tough one to strategize and to express by way of narration, so hopefully you enjoyed it and you got some good tips and tricks. I certainly enjoyed it. I enjoyed giving good tips and tricks and hopefully good content. I hope you did enjoy the video for the sake of watching. Any and all of those reasons really compel you, I think, to press that subscribe button so you don't miss any further videos that I upload. But for now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.